Hi, this is Danny Doyle, and welcome to a brand new playthrough of Pokemon Black and White 2. Specifically White 2, I'll go into why I chose that later. But this is a zero experience run. What that means, for those who didn't figure it out from context clues, is my Pokemon will not gain experience in battle or otherwise. The daycare is banned, and all battles will result in... Well, I've given an EXP multiplier of 0 using cheat codes, but the way that Black and White 2 is programmed, you always get a little bit of pity experience. You can never get 0. So all of my Pokemon will get 1 to 2 points of experience per battle, but I'm not allowed to level them up using this experience. And if they do, like if someone is in my party long enough that the 1 to 2 experience, it adds up and they get a level, I will use the editing program, PK Hex, to edit their level back down. Basically remove that level up, delete any moves they learned from it, and their stats stay the same as they were in the previous level. Now, I'm going to be picking my starter, and this is a decision that, even though the starter's not going to be a long-term member of the team for obvious reasons, like a level 5 Pokemon with only normal non-stat moves, not doing much for you, it will impact the playthrough because my rival picks the starter strong against me. So I think I've decided on Oshawott as the ideal starter for this run, because Snivy Superior line is pretty trash. I think it's the worst of the Gen 5 starters. So I'm going with Oshawott, and I guess that makes sense because, like, in true Fire Emblem fashion, blue-haired Lord as the main character, right? Now you might notice I didn't nickname my Oshawott. The reason for that is I'm not going to be nicknaming any Pokemon with the exception of a small number. I included as a reward to my Patreons the ability to name a Pokemon from Black and White 2 for this playthrough. Hopefully they will all be used at some point during the playthrough, but if they're not, I will show them off in the PC and show off who's named after what. And just like as a cute little way to involve the community and specifically the patrons. While we're doing the rival fight, I'll go over the other rules that I have. They're the same as I had for my other Zero EXP challenge runs, but I recognize that not everyone has watched all of my playthroughs, and I want to make sure that it's familiar. It'll be in the description also if you're curious. So if you want to skip over the boring rival fight, that's where you would find the rules. But first off, I already mentioned not allowed to level up Pokemon via battle experience or the daycare. I am, however, allowed to use rare candies. Now, there is an asterisk to that because this game includes some infinitely repeatable rare candy encounters in the form of hidden grottos, have a chance for rare candies. I don't remember whether there's rare candy in the pickup tables as well, but either way, I am not allowing any repeatable rare candies. Not even once. So, like, I'm not going to allow one from each hidden grotto or anything. Only rare candies that are allowed are the ones accessible in a limited quantity in the field. You see, I just got, like, the 2 experience on Oshawott. I'm also not allowing items in battle, and I'm playing on set mode. And the last rule is I am implementing Species Clause. However, the way that I'm implementing Species Clause is not the sort of standard Nuzlocke one where the entire family counts as a species, but instead I'm doing the Species Clause that is typically put into play in competitive Pokemon, that being VGC and Smogon, where the species is considered the Pokemon itself. So if we take the Alakazam line, for example, under the Species Clause that I'm using, I would be allowed to use Abracadabra and Alakazam, but I would not be able to use 2 different Abras. I don't see this coming up very often, although there are a few lines where both the evolved and unevolved form might be useful at the same time. So I wanted to clarify it right now. The last thing I'm clarifying is I allow the use of PK Hex to avoid needless grinding. So for example, there's, in some of the older generations, you can bury berries, plant berries, in order to grow an infinite number of them. And I would use PK Hex to just give myself the infinite of those berries. The basic idea behind this is I value my time, and if something is theoretically doable with 0 cost, then I'm going to give myself that time. And that's actually going to become relevant here in this first episode. Very, very quickly. I will call out when it happens, but anyone familiar with Black and White 2 might have an inkling of what I'm going to be using Pika Hex to get around. Other than that, I'll show off all the mandatory battles. Oh, and I forgot to add Oshawott to my current team. He's right there, little cutie. Yeah, I just sort of didn't switch it on for the rival battle. If you couldn't figure out what my team was during that battle, then there you go. There's the help. So, I don't want to show every single catch, because that would be a lot of them. But I do want to demonstrate here, and I already caught a Patrat on the route, but I had my mic muted by accident. I have enabled a cheat code to allow me to... Ooh, apparently not! I was gonna say I've enabled a cheat code to allow me to catch everything in one ball, but apparently not. Apparently not. I'll have to work on that. But basically, I don't think catching is interesting. If the cheat code's not working, which it doesn't seem to be, I might just hack a bunch of Master Balls in. I don't find catching to be interesting. I think it is the most boring part of Pokemon, personally. If you like catching, that's completely fine and valid. But I cheat catches. Like, in these sort of challenges, I just don't engage with the catching portion of things, because I don't find it fun. And I think transparency on YouTube challenges is important, so this is me being that. And this is, I guess, technically our second mandatory battle. The first one being the rival battle. But this is the first battle that's not just boring rival fight. It is still boring fight, though. Patrat on Patrat action. Hot Patrat on Patrat action. Do y'all want to see some hot Patrat on Patrat action? Because we got some hot Patrat on Patrat action here. I'm just gonna spam tackle. The early fights are mostly going to be like this. My Patrat is probably dead. Nope, never mind. My Patrat is not dead. The early routes in Black and White 2 are pretty sparse in the number of Pokemon they have. So, yeah, not too many options here. I do have to fight this trainer as well, which is why I'm not just cutting. I guess I could have used a potion there. I'm not super worried about the early route trainers. I am worried about the early game, but it's not the youngsters and lasses who have me concerned. The first gym is going to be a doozy. I guess I can talk about why I picked black version, or why I picked white version instead of black version. I actually initially was doing black version, just because that's my preferred version. I usually default to the first if there's like, you know, red and blue. Well, actually, I prefer blue over red, but for gold and silver, I like gold. For ruby and sapphire, I like ruby. Diamond and pearl, I played diamond. Black and white, I played black. Black and white 2, I played black 2. Even X and Y, I played X, which I only played it recently, a couple of years ago. But when I was looking at the exclusives, the big one that stands out is the Vullaby versus Braviary. I think getting the early Braviary is a much bigger deal than getting the early... It's not Vullaby. Vullaby's the baby form, but the Vulture. I'm actually fine with my Pokemon getting knocked out. As long as I don't white out, I'm fine with my Pokemon getting knocked out. And the reason for that is, I'm actually trying to reduce my friendship. Like I said, you probably know what's gonna happen. But we're in Flakessi Ranch now, so I can catch some new Pokemon. So I'll see y'all soon. Dick grass time. Okay, so getting ready for the Hugh fight. I want to go over my team. I captured a lot of people in the penis grass. And then I went back and switched everyone out. I've got a level 5 Patrat. My starter, Oshawott. I have a level 7 Pidove. This is the highest level Pidove can be. All of these Pokemon are the highest level catchable at this time, by the way. Level 5 Mareep. A level 7 Lillipup. And checking the IVs and natures, I'm actually incredibly lucky. This Lillipup has a 25 attack IV, which is good because Lillipup, you know, good. Look at that, 16 attack compared to, like, the others. And then Riolu, who also has a plus attack nature and a very good attack IV. I considered farming to try to find a 32 attack IV for both of them. Decided against it. I feel like it would take more time. I also considered, because I mentioned, you know, I'm willing to do time-saving things with Pika Hex, I considered giving myself manually the 32 attack IV, but I want to see if I can do it with just these two that I got on their own. Because I did get incredibly lucky with their stats. I'll throw them on screen, a picture of them on screen, so that you can see just how lucky I got just looking at them in Pika Hex. But yeah, this is the squad. Let's go fight my rival. Yeah, let's beat him up. Let's beat up FE7. I don't actually remember. I don't think this rival fight is too tough because obviously it's a very early one. I think he has 2 Mons. No, you only wait. What? You only have the Snivy? But this is challenge mode. I guess he is level 9. But I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. So Patrat is just here to lower Snivy's defenses. And then we're going to hit him with the 1-2 punch of Lillipup plus Riolu. It is very unfortunate. I was trying to see if there's any way I can get a rare candy before the first gym, because Riolu, being a friendship evolution, could become Lucario for Gym 1. But unfortunately, it was not meant to be. If I were allowing pick up, to give you 1 rare candy, and the farmable, hidden grottos to give you 1 rare candy, then I could have evolved Riolu. But, I'm not. So, you know, just something to bear in mind if you're planning on doing this challenge. If you allow, because I've previously, in my Black and White 1 challenge, I allowed a single rare candy from the farmable train rare candies. Is Patrat just gonna, like, be able to do it himself? Because this Snivy does not want to knock me out. This Snivy really does not want to knock me out. Okay, never mind. Patrat W. Classic Patrat W. That was interesting. That was interesting. What the fuck was going on there? That's certainly interesting. So, now we are at the beginning of Team Plasma's whole thing. I'm just gonna say I've never heard of Team Plasma. Anyway, rather than fight me, he gives me TM21, Frustration, to express his frustration. Now, I've been hinting at this. I'm going to be using PK Hex to set my friendship levels to 0. The reason that I am doing this is it is actually feasible to drop friendship to 0 in the game. Every 200 steps, there is a 50% chance to gain 1 friendship with every Pokemon who's not fainted in your party. Anytime a Pokemon faints, they automatically, 100% chance of the time, lose 1 friendship. As a result, through tedious, and I mean incredibly tedious, walking from the Poke Center to the grass, full wiping, walking from the Poke Center to the grass, full wiping, you can achieve 0 friendship. And if it were not doable, I wouldn't do it. If it weren't theoretically doable, I wouldn't do it. But because it is, I'm going to take advantage of that fact. The alternative solution, if you're not happy with, or the alternative reasoning, if you're not happy with me justifying grinding, walking from the Poke Center to the grass, and fainting against wild Pokemon, I could also catch the Pokemon with a full party, send them to the PC. They would have their starting friendship values. And after Adder, I can show you the distance. Yes, I gave away one map. I don't need you, Adder. I don't need the cutscene. I'm justifying my hacking. I'm justifying hacking for the challenge run. Okay, so here's where I spawn. Or no, I would spawn in here. So we'll count it out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. And then these do not count as steps, but you can encounter wild Pokemon by doing that. And so I can make it from the center to the grass in 21 steps. I can then spam non-attacking moves until I faint, at which time lose one friendship. No way to have gained a friendship during that. Even if I get as unlucky as possible, it's a -5 friendship per one friendship gained in that cycle. So what I'm going to do is set all of my Pokemon's friendship to 0 at the point that I would respawn. And whatever friendship they gain walking from there to the fights that we need is what they're going to be stuck with. So we'll be back. So the champion of the region, or I guess he's not the champion anymore, but Alder, the former champion, he has a weird habit of convincing the protagonists to beat up young children in both Black and White 1 and Black and White 2, he does it. At least in Black and White 1, it's like... At least in Black and White... Or rather, at least in Black and White 2, it's like... they're of an appropriate level. In Black and White 1, he has us beat up children who are under-leveled. It's kind of sad. Anyway, Frustration is now a 102 power move. So that's pretty awesome. Just sweeping through higher level Pokemon with a stab 102 power move. These are mandatory fights, and like, if I hadn't lowered my friendship, they might pose a bit of a challenge, but as it stands, I'm beating up children. I'm beating up children. But you may think that the frustration strats are a bit overkill. Trust me, for challenge mode Cheren, they're basically mandatory. They're basically mandatory. And I say basically because there are other strategies. My Mareep, for example, does have static. So I can use para strats, but whatever I do... Oh yeah, type matchups are very important, right? Spamming normal type moves against everything is how you win the type matchup. Can you tell I'm a Gen 1-er? Can you tell I'm a Gen 1-er? Wait, I thought this was the gym. That's not the gym. He just makes me go there. Okay, this guy tells me about the gym, right? Now we go to the gym. Or rather, he gives me the Mr. Metal case, right? Yeah. Okay, Mr. Metal. I don't care about the Metal Rally. I told you not to explain it to me, fucking Pokemon. Yeah, I'll tutorialize it. I don't care. He literally just said, I don't care. I'm gonna explain it to you anyway. Like, fuck off, Mr. Metals. That's so cringe. Anyway, newly opened gym back at my hometown. Let's go. Let's go. I forgot about this. I'm leaving town right now. I actually stopped recording because I was listening to YouTube in the other tab. He gives you berries, these are incredibly limited because in Black and White 2, like, every game has a way of infinitizing your berries, but Black and White and Black and White 2's way of doing so is through the Dream World, which is a feature that is defunct, and also I am not using. For whatever reason, I don't allow the Dream World. I think, like, the big thing is just, like, it like gives you a ton of Pokemon you really shouldn't have access to. And because of that, berries are very rare, so choosing when to give people Oran berries, kind of a big deal. Probably mostly gonna be for Cheren, though. Like, it's gonna be for Cheren. Alright, let's head through the gym. It's back here, right? Yeah, in the back of the schoolhouse. So, I think there's 2 mandatory trainers beforehand. Freshwater, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Cheren's just sort of... Yes, yes, yes. I do think it's really cool that they have Cheren as the gym leader. Just as, like, another... Like, you know, another throwback to the prequel, to Black and White 1. Who do I wanna... I think I'll start with Patrat. And, fight this guy like so. I have to defeat them both. Oh, do I have to actually talk to him? Maybe I'll actually... I think I have Mareep in the front for Thunderwave shenanigans. Yeah, I have to talk to them both before I'm allowed to fight Cheren. It's a cool layout. You know, sort of a throwback to the Pokemon Stadium Trainers School. Oh, look, he's got his own Patrat. His is a higher level than mine. I have the highest level Pokemon that I can at this time, and I think this is the best team. Holy shit. That's so much damage. That's so much damage. I think this is the best team that I can have, but, like, holy shit. Bye, Mareep. Ripperoni and Pepperoni. I guess that helps keep friendship low. Alright, you're in charge, Pidove. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Frustration. Let's go. Oh, no, no. Oh. I don't know if that was like a roll or if I just never was going to be able to beat him, but that's actually so tragic. Because without Thunderwave, this Lillipup definitely outspeeds my Pidove and might just straight up kill him. Odor Sleuth. Why are you Odor Sleuthing? I don't know. But I'll take it. Leer. Okay, you are throwing. You're throwing. You're throwing. I mean, look. I was always going to be able to beat this guy. It was more a question of how many Pokemon are gonna die along the way. I guess it's fine. I have Nuzlocke brain where it's like bad to have anyone die, but like this is not a Nuzlocke. Sacrifice strats are encouraged. Like that's why I opened with Mareep. That's why I opened with Mareep. I am gonna go heal though real quick. Alright, let's go fight the girl trainer. Girls versus girls. Damn, I thought women were supposed to support women. SMH my head. We are gonna beat up last Serena, though. Wait, isn't this... I feel like this is the main character of the anime's name, right? Serena? Am I gaslamping? Either way... Oh, Odor Sleuth, you fool! You let me get off a Thunderwave on your Lillipup. It's Jover for you. And then I guess we spam Frustration until Mareep dies. Which is gonna be very soon. Boom. Damn, no full paras. No full paras. Okay, let's, Patrat? Patrat seems like the sort of feller who would have some frustration in his life. I mean, look, if you were just inferior to basically every Pokemon in the game, mostly only exists to be like the Route 1 rodent, and yet outclassed by the time the first gym rolls around in most situations. Like, obviously not outclassed here, but my point is you would be frustrated too. Oh, shit. Goodbye, Patrat. Alright, well, let's go Pidove. This is a super luck Pidove, so maybe we'll get some frustration critical hits. We got that Killing Edge build. Damn, it really was just our Patrat. There's the critical hit! There's the critical hit! Hell yeah, hell yeah. Alright, all that's left is Cheren, but we gotta heal first. Okay, it's time for the main event. I would go over the squad I'm using, but it's just the same squad I've been using this whole time. I gave everyone except for Patrat an Oranberry. The most important Oranberries are the ones on Lillipup, Pidove, and Mareep. That will potentially allow them to last additional hits. It does kind of suck to use all 5 of the Oranberries immediately. Ooh, he's working himself up. That's actually a problem. Actually a problem. That's the trouble with Cheren, is he likes to set up. Bye, Patrat. Look, that leer was valuable though. Does my level 7 Lillipup outspeed a level 12? Actually, let me what is the button for, is it this? Summary, yeah. So you have 11 speed, 8 speed, 13 speed, 13 speed. Okay, I think we try for Lillipup. Hopefully Lillipup outspeeds a level 12 Patrat. It's a 5-level difference, but Patrat is also pretty slow. It double worked up. Oh, the greed. Although, if this does not kill, I'm fucked. It's at -1 defense, and this is a 102 power stab move coming off of my... That's real fucking bad. I'm fucked. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Okay. So I've done 2 attempts, and it became incredibly clear that my current strategy just is not viable. So we're trying something different. I'm using the same squad that I have been. Oranberries on everyone but Patrat. Patrat is basically there to just be sacrificial fodder. We're opening with Mareep. So Cheren has a level 12 Patrat, a level 12 Pidove, and a level 14 Lillipup. I gotta paralyze... Oh god, he's working up. Oh god. This is bad. This is real bad. I think the only, like, viable solution is some number of full paras. The big issue is, like, he's gonna consistently work up and then sweep my like one-shot my entire team, right? So, yeah, see, like, goodbye, Patrat. This is his first mon of 3. Tail whip. God, one shot with the tackle, because he's at +1. He's at +1. Okay, I think we have to go Lillipup. And we frustration him. Okay. That's the first one down. You chose the move Frustration. I have a powerful opponent. Am I really a powerful opponent? My highest level Pokemon is 5 levels below your lowest one. Oh god. Okay, he's sending the Lillipup out. Okay, I think we... The problem is like... the problem is like... I've already lost 2 Pokemon. This is his ace. This is his ace. Why did he send his ace out? I wanted to get a safe switch into Mareep to paralyze the Lilip. But I have already killed both of my sacrifices. Is Leer... Leer is minus defense, right? Yeah, Leer is minus defense. I think we start by Leering. Oh, he's... Oh, God, he's working up. And he will outspeed my entire team, and I think he one-shots them all now. That's the issue, is that, like... Yeah, oh! Oh! And now Mareep does not outspeed. And he one-shots everyone. He one-shots everyone. That is a problem. That is a problem. Yeah, everyone's dead. I think I might need a Mareep static proc. God. That's, God, he one-shots everything. That's so bad. Okay, that's so bad. Okay, so I'm like 30 plus attempts in, and my strategy has improved. I've come up with a better way of getting rid of Patrat that doesn't involve as many casualties. Only if my method is successful, only Riolu will die. It does, of course, rely on RNG. Patrat needs to use Work Up turn 1, needs to get full Parad turn 2, and then needs to use Tackle on turn 3. A +1 Tackle from Patrat does not kill Riolu, so I can use Counter to kill Patrat. It only deals 19 damage. Oh, okay. Well, we just gotta reset until full para, though. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's see. I am many attempts into this. Like I said, I've stopped keeping count. I wanted to make a guess, but it would have been pointless at this point. My strategy hasn't really changed, although I'm beginning to suspect... Fuck you. That's a reset. That is... Is that a reset? Actually? Mareep getting damaged, it's only 5, but... I don't love that. I don't love that. How are you doing that much damage without being plus anything? He's at neutral, not even +1. This is craziness. The counter strat's not gonna work because I got damaged. Yeah, fuck you, fuck you. Okay, okay. Do we go Patrat? This is, you can probably tell, like, just from the way my tone has deteriorated, but this is just incredibly agonizing to play. Okay, he used the potion. I'm pretty sure Cheren only has 1 potion. I hope he only has 1 potion. Okay, I need another full para. Okay, full para. A crit would get this? I don't know if a regular does. That close? That close. Actually, that's good. That means Mareep can be out. That's good. That means Mareep can be out. So we can Frustration, safely get Mareep this kill. Okay. And then we can Thunderwave the Lillipup. Static! Oh, shit, static. Okay. I think we go with Pidove. Now, the tough part is going to be the other Pidove, because it has Quick Attack. Oh god. Okay. We just need a full para and a Super Luck. Full para, Super Luck. Full para, Super Luck. Full para. Okay, full para, Super Luck. We need a Super Luck now. We need a Super Luck now, buddy. We need a Super Luck now. Okay, Dated Berry. Full para. Or get greedy. I'm pretty sure from +1 he one-shots my whole team. So like that greed. Do the greed. And be fair. Full parrot and Super Luck. Full parrot, Super Luck. Fuck! You get a crit! I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind to this fight. This is the farthest I've gotten. And it's not gonna be enough. No! Oh, you get 2 crits? You're not even Super Luck. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm dead to Quick Attack, by the way. I would have just beaten it in normal mode, but not challenge mode. I'm dead to Quick Attack. Oh, I live. Maybe some crits could save me here if I get 2 crits. I mean, he got 2 crits. I deserve 2 crits. Maybe the AI gets super greedy and now goes for workup 2 turns in a row despite the fact it could see a kill. Nope. Okay. I think I need to revisit my rule set. So, I spent the last 2 days bashing my head against this fight. You've probably seen the compilation of failed attempts, and the farthest I got was I beat Patrat and I beat Lillipup, and I got about halfway through Pidove, and I got rid of his potion. I could continue to bash my head against this wall, hope for slightly better Paraluck, or I could make an adjustment to my rule set. That's what I'm doing, because I'm an old lady, only got so much time to gamer. I need to keep my blood pressure down. I need to not be angry at Cheren. So I was looking at my rule set. I don't want to change set mode. I don't want to change species clause. I think the only thing I can feasibly do, and this won't have too many knock-on effects. This will have one knock-on. Like, basically, I'm allowing a single instance of repeatable rare candies. What this means is that I got a rare candy from the Lillipup's pickup. I raised Riolu's friendship level to 255. It's daytime. We're evolving Riolu. Now, this means that this rule set is basically in line with the rule set I used for Black and White. I allowed a single instance of repeatable rare candy. There's every week you can get a rare candy from the train station, and I let myself get 1 from the train station. And that was my single repeatable. Here, Lillipup is giving me a pickup 1. I'm counting pickup and hidden grottos as the same rare candy. So that is the only time I'm able to use that rare candy. Now, this does give me a Lucario, which is, you know, pretty strong Pokemon. And so I totally understand if anyone is, like, upset by that rules adjustment. I do think Cheren is theoretically possible under my previous rule set, but it would require an absurd amount of luck, and I think this is slightly more interesting. And I did demonstrate just how much I was able to beat of him. The Lillipup and Patrat are a harder version of his non-challenge mode team, and I got through them, and I got through his potion, and I just couldn't get through Pidove. And so that's where we're at. That's where we're at with this. So yeah, hopefully that's satisfying to everyone. Now I'm gonna go beat up my new friend so he's not friends with me anymore. Okay. Okay. As it stands, this is still going to be a very difficult fight, because despite having Lucario, pretty good Pokemon, I'm still severely underleveled, and he has the ability to do ridiculous setup sweep stuff. We no longer have to rely on risky counter RNG, though. So I'm gonna go ahead and Thunder Wave here. Okay, Mareep gets to eat its berry. That's okay, that's okay. He's gonna Thunder Wave, and then he's gonna GTFO, because I also want to paralyze the Lillipup. Paralyzing the Pidove isn't really a big deal, because it has Quick Attack. So, like, while I can still get full para chances, the main benefit of paralysis is all of his Pokemon outspeed me. And so this allows me to do sort of like death by 1,000 cuts by preventing him from outspeeding me. Doop, doop. -2 defense. We're going -3 defense. Doop, doop. Holy shit. Do we just start firing off... Do we start firing off frustrations now? Or I think we send it to -4. So we can just, like, try to kill it. Oh, it's setting up. It does not like the fact I've lowered its stats. It does not like the fact I've lowered its stats. Whoop, whoop. We going all the way to -6, apparently. Whoop, whoop. This has been some incredible para luck. So I think Cheren's gonna use the potion now, because it's low enough that he'll want to use... Oh, no, okay. I was really hoping he would waste it on the Patrat. Now, the unfortunate thing here is this Lillipup outspeeds... and because my Mareep is not at full HP, I don't actually know if it lives. We do have the 30% static chance. Fight. No static. Oh, that's actually really unfortunate. I don't think I can beat this, even with Lucario. I mean, I guess let's test him out, see just how broken he is. Do we frustration or do we counter? I think it's gonna go for workup, so I think we're frustration. We do resist now. We do resist now. Which is something. Frustration. Maybe I should have gone for counter. Maybe the counter strats would be the play. It's eating its berry. I don't know why he sends Lillipup out first. I just keep thinking it's going to, I keep thinking it's going to, use workup. Okay, he's using his potion. I keep thinking it's going to use workup, and if I use counter and use workup, that's just a wasted turn. Like, we gave it a free turn to set up, which is why I'm spamming frustration instead. Okay, and now here I think we quick attack to kill it. And this does mean Pidove is out now. And Pidove can quick attack us. Do I... Frustration or counter? Frustration or counter? Is it going to go for... Okay, it's going for attacks. It's not setting up for some reason. Still, that was only 2 damage to Lucario. Oh, okay, we got this. We got this. We got this. First try with Lucario. Maybe he is a little bit broken. Maybe he is a little bit broken. Oh, God. But that is satisfying, though. That is so satisfying. After the RNG fest I went through, seriously, I was trying out this for 2 different evenings worth of recording sessions. A little bit anticlimactic, but also probably kind of needed to happen. Lucario's a little bit good. Lucario's a little bit good. If you are concerned that this further invalidates the run, don't worry. There's a rare candy before the second gym, and I was going to use it to give myself a Lucario anyway, so this isn't significantly changing my approach to the second gym. Don't worry about that. I knew that a steel type would be useful. I was gonna use the rare candy in the city to give myself that Lucario. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you aren't too disappointed in me for going degenerate Lucario strats. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.